Welcome to a new video on continuous statement used in C programming language. In the last lecture we talked about break statement. There I told you whenever break statement encountered inside the loop, the control come out of the loop. Just to recall you, if you remember, if I'll write a while loop, some condition may be there inside this, and let's say this is the body of the while loop, and somewhere break statement is there. So I'm not talking about any other statement present inside the while loop, but if a break statement encountered, the control brings come out of this loop instead of executing any other statement present in the while loop. So that is how the break statement works. But the continue statement just executed in the opposite way. So if let's say this is your while loop, so some condition may be there. So if this is the body of the while loop and somewhere continue statement is there, then the control automatically goes to the beginning of the while loop and the next iteration started executing. That means we can say whenever a continue statement arrives, it forces the next iteration of the loop to take place. Okay, so to understand this, how the continue statement forces the control to the beginning of the loop, let us take an example, programming example. So here I'm going to, this is the VS code where I'm writing the C programming code. So let us do simple program to understand it. Okay, so in this program what I'm trying to do is I'll print the number from 1 to 10, and if I'll use continue inside the while loop, what will happen, that I'm trying to show you. Let's say int I is equal to 1, then while I is less than equal to 10. So this is the condition that I'm writing. Then I'll write printf, then %d, then I'm giving a space here, then let's say I'm writing I value. Okay, then I have to increase the value of I, that is I equal to I plus 1 semicolon. So this is the simple program that you want to, means if you write this, then you can see the output will come as 1 to 10. So this is the output. Now I'll show you what happen if I'll use a continue statement. Let's say if I'll use a continue statement here, if I'll write a continue statement here, what will happen? This statement never gets executed. Anytime the continue will execute, the control come to this place and I will never gets incremented. So I remains fixed. So 1 is less than equal to 10. The content remains fixed, and I, the value of I, that is 1, gets displayed continuously. So if the updation will not done, that is I equal to I plus 1 will not done, then what will happen? This will form a infinity loop. So to avoid that, instead of writing continue statement over here, let me remove from here and I will use the continue statement, let's say here. Okay, so if I'll do so, what will happen? Then these three statements gets executed until the condition gets satisfied. So initially I becomes 1 and 1 is less than equal to 10. The condition becomes satisfied. We will come inside the loop. This line gets executed, which will print the value as 1. Then I gets incremented to 2. Then after that the continue statement will execute, and that brings the control to this position. Then again 2 is less than equal to 10. The condition gets satisfied. Then this line gets executed and 2 getting printed. Then 2 becomes 3 due to this line. Then continue brings the control to this place again. Then 3 is less than 10, and so on. Okay, so we will get the same output as 1 to 10. Let me show you first. So if I run this code, you can see the output is coming 1 to 10. So now you can ask, sir, even if we are using the continue statement, we are getting the same output. Even if we are not using continue statement also, we are getting the same output. But let me show you what exactly the continue statement do whenever another statement is present after this continue statement. Let's say I'll write another statement over here, printf, and inside this I'll write impact of continue. Okay, so what happened when we can say if continue statement is there before any other statement? So that I'm going to show you. Let's say I'll use \n over here, as well as I'll use a \n over here. Okay, so that I can see the output. First of all, let me show you, if I'll not use continue statement, what is the output. So all of you know that if I'll not use the continue statement, it will execute in a regular fashion. That means I will be initialized to 1 is less than equal to 10, the condition satisfied. Then printf %di. So what will happen? I value gets printed, that is 1 gets printed, then I value incremented to 2, then this line gets executed and it will show you impact of continue. Okay, that means the output will look like this. Let me save this and I'll show you. So you can see 1 impact of continue, 2 impact of continue, 3 impact of continue. That means this line is executing every time if a continue statement is not there. But now I'll show you what will happen if I'll use a continue statement over here. So as I have already discussed with you, that whenever a continue statement will be there, the control will come to the beginning position. That means the next iteration gets executed. So you can see if I'll run this code, whenever a continue statement is there, you can see the output is only coming 1 2 3 4 up to 10, but this line, that is impact of continue, never gets executed. Similarly, whatever statement after this continue statement, let's say I'm writing another statement over here, printf then \n hello world. Okay, so there may be many statement after this continue statement. So due to this continue statement, the control never reach at these two places, and every time you will get 1 to 10 only. Okay, so let me show you. If I run this code, you can see the output is 1 to 10 only. But if you will not use the continue statement, okay, and if you run this code, you can see 1 then impact of continue hello world, 2 impact of continue hello world, and these things are getting printed. But when you use continue statement, nothing gets printed, means these two lines never execute. So there are several uses of continue statement in your C programming language. So whenever you are trying to solve some bigger problem, there you will use this continue statement for your for solving some problems. I'll show you one problem with continue statement. Let's say you want to print the number from 1 to, let's say, 100, but you don't want to print the number which is divisible by 3. So that can be easily solved with continue statement. So let us solve that. So before that, let me clear the screen first. Then, so the question is write a program to print the number from 1 to 100. Okay, 1 to 100 without printing the numbers divisible by 3. So that is our question. Okay, so how to do it with your continue statement. Okay, I missed the 3 here. Well, so this is our program and I want to execute it. So what I'll do is I want to print the number from 1 to 100. So what I'm trying to do is I'll just start it from I equal to 0. Instead of writing I is less than equal to 100, I'll write plus I is less than equal to 100. Okay, so initially I becomes 0, and when the condition gets checked, it will be started from 1. 1 is less than equal to 100, it will start. Okay, then what I'll write printf %di. But before that, before printing this line, what should I check? I should check whether the I value is divisible by 3 or not. So if it is divisible by 3, instead of executing this line, I should bring the control to the while loop. So that is why what I'm trying to do is I'll write if I %3 is equal to 0. If this happens, what I'll do is I will continue. That means I'll use the continue keyword over here. So due to this continue statement, whenever I value becomes I value divisible by 3 becomes 0, the control will bring means forced to come to this line, and the next iteration will execute, and you will get the value from 1 to 100. So let me show you. If I run this code, then you can notice we are getting the numbers from 1 to 100, but you can easily see that 1 2 gets printed but 3 is not printed. Similarly 5 6 get printed but 6 is not printed, 7 8 is printed but 9 is not printed, 10 11 is printed but 12 is not printed. That means what, any number which is divisible by 3 is not printed in this program, and all other numbers gets printed. Okay, so I hope you understand the continue statement in a clear fashion. If you have any doubt in understanding continue statement, you can write your comments in the comment section, and I'll show you one figure of continue statement which will help you understand that continue statement can also be used in any looping techniques. Like in while loop, if you'll write the continue statement here. Okay, so if you write the continue statement at some part of this while loop, then the control come to this place. Similarly, in a do while loop also you can use the continue statement. So whenever continue is there inside the do while loop, you will come here, the control will come here. Similarly, if the continue statement is present inside the body of the for loop, the control will come here whenever it is executed. So with this, we are coming to the end of this lecture. Goodbye.